It was just for.
Yeah. Okay. Oop,
What about the end source? Oh well, that one was 9 months ago. So
move it here. Okay. Let me see if we're live because I think that should
you are.
be
Yeah.
us now. Yep. Okay. There we go. I probably should have full screened it beforehand, but right. Okay. Welcome people. Welcome 30 people. 30. That is triple what I thought would come. That's crazy. Okay. So I'll explain how this podcast is going to go before. Sorry, Oh my god, I'm already muddling up my words. I'm gonna explain how this podcast is gonna go in a sec. But to start this off, I will just let Yuko give a little introduction of. So if you want to give an introduction to yourself, go ahead.
Hello, I am Madison Yuko. I'm assuming most of you probably know who I am. I'm a level creator. Well, I think the term now is creator, former creator, former player. I made many things you might know, like Shiketsu, vehemence, angelicide, the abyss. I'm a classic and platformer creator, so I hope to say hi to all of you.
Yeah, very cool. Also, hold on. I'm gonna quickly raise the audio
Oh,
just in
is my
case.
volume too?
No. I don't think
That's
it
okay.
is. It was just in case people can't hear because sometimes I have my other audio set pretty low. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So people, what we're gonna do for this interview is I kind of want to make it a mix of the Dasher podcast and the old Secret Way ones. So as you can see, we're kind of doing the Dasher podcast style of it being live because I think I'll disable that. I think it's really cool how it had a bit of a community aspect. You're hearing it live. You know nothing's being taken out, and it just kind of feels like we're all interviewing in a way instead of just one person. And also, I like the bit that they always had at the end where they'll grab a couple people in at the end of the interview and they can ask a question. So I will be doing that, one or two just at the end of the live stream. And I also really like the way that the Secret Way interviews kind of were formatted in the way that it was very to the point. It still felt like a chat, however, it's very easy to tell what the segments are, and I really like the questions they asked in general. So I do have that format. I put up a community post where I asked what you guys would like to say, and so I have around 10 questions from the viewers, and I think 12 or 13 from me. So we have a fair amount. This is the first one, so I have no
Mm-hmm.
clue how long it's gonna take, so I didn't want to pick a ton of questions because I have no clue how long each of these is gonna go on for, but I think we should be good for a decent
All
bit.
right.
So I'll start with something that is a good intro to the interview. A pretty basic question. So, how did you find out about Geometry Dash?
I find out, well, this was what was 2017, I think. I used to be a pretty big, well, used to be, I still am a very big Terraria fan, long before I played this game. And the first GD video I ever saw was, I believe it was Noble Boy building the Devourer of Gods and God Eater.
Oh yeah.
Like, the fucking, the pixel art of the Devourer of God. So I, saw it from there and I was like, this looks really cool. I should make something like this. And then I got the game on my phone in 2017, and I didn't play any main levels. I went straight to the editor, and I made
Straight immediately.
immediately to the editor. I made the worst abomination you will I think there's a video of it somewhere, but you can't find it anymore. And I made the worst abomination ever. I was like, this is awesome. This is awesome. And I've just been playing it pretty much ever since. I have 15,000 hours on this game.
That's crazy. I don't know many people that instantly went to the editor. I think you're
You know,
probably one
I
of
didn't
very
really have
few.
any. I didn't really have any drive to play anything at the time. I was just I want to build something. I just want to build something, and that's
Yeah.
pretty much what I've based my motivation off for the past how long has it been? 2017. It's
Yeah.
almost 9 years.
You have so
Jesus.
many levels, by the way, on
I
that topic.
I have what's the exact number again? 80. I have 80 levels.
80. It feels more just because I think that you number each one in your
Hmm.
channel. But on that topic of Astral Divinity and God Eater, I guess God Eater more at the time. That was so advanced for the time. I know now a lot of people probably don't care as much for the level because a lot of people talk about the gameplay now that it's more accessible, but back then that was actually the most stunning. Still honestly today, that is some of the most stunning decoration I've ever seen. I
Oh,
think
absolutely. I think let me look at the video really quick. I think my favorite part of Astral Divinity, what it is now. I mean, like the eye part, obviously, is the big standout. But I think beyond that, like, there's this one part in it that looks like if you don't know what do you know like Project Nep Nep by
I
Novel Boy?
I know it, but I only know it from like one video. Was it a Floroni video where he mentioned it? And it was like a layout at the
Nep Nep?
time. I have no clue if it
Maybe
got
it's like
finished.
mostly a layout, but Novel Boy made like some decoration on it, and there's a part in Astral that's like inspired by it, and I think that's really
Yeah.
cool. I really like that part. Though at the
Yeah.
time, I gotta admit, I was more of a wood eater. God,
Woodkid.
I'm a Woodkid
Yeah,
fan.
I
Yeah,
was as
a
well.
Woodkid fan
I've
myself.
stated this a lot. Woodkid was probably up until Ascension to Heaven my like favorite upcoming top one. I was so addicted to that level. I'm so sad about the route it went and how it ended out.
I think if you took out the fact that it stole a bunch of art, it probably would be like one of the best levels ever made still.
Yeah, I
Even
think
though playing it is not very good.
I think that's for a lot of levels at the time. They're really hard, but I think the Woodkid it was so popular. I don't see how it needed to steal art. I'm sure there was a ton of people at the time who would have been able to put the same quality of work
Oh,
into.
absolutely, but like the amount of people who are like available to do the exact style, I think Jakers won. By the way, I'm saying this as someone who doesn't know Jakers.
Yeah.
This is not his word, but like I think the amount of people who could do like the art he wanted at his own skill, like wasn't really that much. So he just was like Googled online, like, ooh, fancy skull art. Ooh, this is nice. I'm gonna put this in my
Yeah.
level. Ooh,
I
tribal skull art.
I have seen a lot of people say Woodkid, at least the people who don't like it, that it's very cluttered. There is just a ton of stuff going on in that level.
Oh, I could see that. I mean, I don't know. Personally, I think it works very well. I think the way that like this the way that the structures are made, oh my God.
Yeah.
I mean like yeah. It's the gameplay is unique even though that also means the gameplay is very bad.
Yeah. I'm so sad that the song had all that controversy with it. I
Yeah, I
think
think it got hmm?
yeah, yeah, go on, go on.
Yeah, I think it got verified like a few years ago, but it got like taken down from the servers or something.
Yeah,
I'm not sure
yeah.
why.
Yeah, I think it was I think the actual people what, that do you mean the level or the song?
Oh, the level.
Ooh, I don't actually know. Maybe it was just because there was so much stuff or controversy with it, but
Yeah,
yeah,
probably.
yeah, that song probably one of my favorite songs ever. Not like my favorite songs, but as in I think it was like the best suiting for a level in GD at the time.
Hmm.
I really enjoyed it.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's find another question here. That was okay, that was one of my questions. So I'll find one from the viewers here. Okay, this is a good one. What inspires your decoration style?
What inspires my decoration style? Let me gloss over my channel really quick just to refresh myself on my own levels. Usually, if we're going by creator wise, at least like I think my style, I say style, but like I build like in a really like a varied way. One of my earliest inspirations, at least, was like some of N Level's old works, like Emperor's New Clothes. Oh, I love Emperor's New Clothes, and I branched off from a lot of stuff Lexi used to make. Lexi really inspired a lot of the stuff I make
Yeah.
now.
I miss you. Is
But
this like
usually,
Lexi's in Lexicat?
yeah, of
Or
course, yeah,
oh, I see.
yeah. Beyond that, like I get a lot of stuff from like album art because I really like music, obviously.
Yeah.
So a lot of my levels are based off like album covers or stuff like that.
Yeah, I think it's really intriguing. I don't think I've you're one of the creators that it's really obvious when it's a Yuko level. That's a good thing, by the way.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Yeah. Is when I see a level, it just gives off your vibes, and I think that a lot of creators nowadays are missing that. I think what makes you stand out from a good to like a great creator is having something so distinct and so original feeling, so personal feeling that is your own work. It feels like you've put your own heart into it, and it's not just another rated level in GD.
I mean, like, yeah, I would hope so, but like, I don't really know, like, personally what I put in that gets that because everything I make is pretty different, I would say. Like, you
Yeah,
wouldn't really see like vehemence and like angelicide and be like, man, the same person made this level.
yeah. The it's
I usually
it's
go in
weird.
the comments on like shorts of like vehemence and angelicide, and they're like, wait, the same person made this level? What?
Yeah, I'll say the like vehemence and Hita kind of levels feel very different to your works, but I think a lot of your unrated levels have this Yuko kind of feeling. I
Yeah.
can't really
Well, I
name
mean,
them, but
the main reason for like the mega collabs being different is because they're like mega collabs. Obviously, most of them are just me like hard working on a bunch of other people's parts that they just don't finish. They just don't finish the
yeah.
parts.
I was reading your descriptions. It seems like every collab you've ever done, it's been a struggle to find people.
It it's been a horror. Like for Vehemence, like I think two parts were fully finished by the creators. Every other part was either like not done or I had to do it myself. So
Yeah.
I would sit in the editor for like hours and hours, like trying to manually finish every single part of the level.
Was it people just not having time or not having ideas? Because I feel
There were
like
some,
oh, go
and
on.
it was usually like time. It was usually
Yeah.
time where people just weren't interested really. Like there was someone who built like the first drop part who like built like 2 seconds and just like vanished off the internet for over a year.
Yeah,
I was like, bro, you alive? You there? You good?
yeah, I've
Even his friends just didn't know. Yeah,
I've been in so many different mega collab or collab servers, and I think maybe 5% of those levels ever get finished. So many mega collabs
yeah,
just die, and it's kind of sad, but it's
yeah.
expected.
It takes a good host or like just the people who are making it having a lot of drive. And I think I just realized it wasn't really for me. I was getting way too stressed doing it, and I just like doing solo stuff a lot more.
Yeah, it's honestly a struggle for people to even finish a solo level. So having 10 people, maybe even more, finish parts
Hmm.
in a single level is just bound to have its struggles. But I think it makes it better and even more worth the wait when something like that gets finished.
Absolutely, yeah.
Let me just answer something in chat here. How long is the interview gonna be? I have no clue how long the interview is gonna be because this is the first one, but we're probably aiming for around the same as those secret way interviews, maybe a bit less, a bit or the same. It's kind of hard to tell. Again, if you asked this on the second or third interview, I could give an answer, but honestly, not even because interviews are interviews. You have no
Hmm.
clue how it's gonna go. Some person can give like one word answers, and the next person can give an entire documentary on one question. You can't really decide that.
Yeah.
But right. Okay, there was a certain question here I wanted to ask because it was very similar to one of the questions that I just asked. Let me find it. It was this one. Okay. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong question. This is going terribly. Um, is it my question? Okay, I'll just pick a different one. Right. So since we asked what inspires your decoration style, I might as
Mhm.
well ask other stuff about how you come up with levels. So another question that the viewers had was, how do you come up with the names for your levels?
It is most of the name. This is a pretty simple one, but most of the names for my levels are just the song names. Like, usually I
Yeah.
just think like that the song name captures what I want the level to be, and like I can't come up with like a better name. Like, well, like something like Angelicide isn't even like my name idea. Like that was all Lexi.
Yeah.
That was something. That's something only she could come up with name wise. like vehemence is the name of a weapon in the mod it's inspired off of. Something like my channel, like Juketsu was named by Gablor. Um, hmm, trying to think of like another level a lot of people would know. I don't like most of them are just named after the song. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know that vehemence fact. I didn't really think
Oh
about
yeah,
where
no.
that word came from.
Because Vehemence is themed after Terraria, obviously.
Yeah.
So I just chose that name. Like, man, this name's fucking awesome. This is raw as fuck.
I need to play Terraria. I played it once ages ago, and then I gave up because it got confusing. I need to really get back into it. It seems to look like something that I would enjoy, but I just haven't gotten to it.
Terraria's. I've been playing Terraria since I was a child. Since I was like 10, I think. I love it. I love it so much. I believe it's my second most played game on Steam. Yeah, it is. 3,000 hours. Yep.
What's the damn? There's one more time played than 3,000 hours.
GD with 15K.
15,000. That's
15.
crazy.
I am dedicated. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm dedicated.
Actually, do you know the player Apex? The guy who
Apex.
recently
Um,
did 1,000 extremes or whatever. He has the highest extreme count in the game.
yes, I know. I know who that is. Yeah.
Yeah. I knew him
How many
like,
hours? Do you have?
yeah, I knew him like a year before, and he showed me his hours on GD. It was 48,000 or something like that. It was crazy.
Nah. He has to be AFKing that. He has to be.
Yeah.
Wait, how many is 47,000 hours
Yeah, and he's been
to
playing in like
years?
2.1. He's
That's
not.
5.5 years.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, he's
that's crazy.
AFKing.
He
He's
has.
AFKing that. He's
It
AFKing.
has to be. But I feel like a
I'd be
large
concerned.
chunk of it would actually be him playing because I mean the time you have to do to beat 1,000 extremes will be a lot. And he also does
Mhm.
platformers as well. It's not like he just does extremes. So
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
sure a lot of
I'm
the
always happy.
yeah,
I'm
I'm
always
sure
happy to see more people playing platformers. So.
yeah. I try. I really try to play platformers, but I am terrible. I am actually terrible at platforming, so it's really hard. I try and play some of the easier ones, but I appreciate them a lot more than main levels because I think they tell a story a lot better than classic levels. I don't know
Hmm.
how to explain it, but they just have an atmosphere that I don't think you can encapsulate in a classic level, and they can also do so much more with gameplay. However, I feel like GD, when I started playing GD, I came into the mindset of I'm playing a 1 minute level. Even though you end up playing classic levels for hundreds, if not thousands of attempts, I have this mindset of this level is like a minute. I'm playing for a minute. So when you have to like take your time with platformers, and it kind of, I don't know, it makes it a bit off-putting to me, but I really try. But then also, I just suck. I just suck. My hardest is, I think, Radio Tower, but that took ages. That took absolutely ages, and
Hmm.
I just cannot do extreme platformers. Too hard.
I mean, like, this might come to a shock to like you and a lot of people, but my platformer hardest is Legotomy. Like a heartbeat.
Honest.
Like I beat it as soon as it came out, and I just never like played another platformer since. I just built stuff.
Okay, but that's honestly an achievement. I have no clue how you beat that. Like, what goes on in
It
Legotomy.
it was really bad. I can't lie to you. It was really bad. It was not very good.
Yeah. What was I gonna? I was gonna say something about. Yeah, but I think creators a lot of the time they're not good players because obviously you're playing the game to create. I feel like a lot of creators to them GD is an art form, not a game, so it makes sense that
Mhm.
you're not necessarily as skilled as the average good player because most people in the game I'd say spend their time playing. So
Well, I
obviously,
mean, like that's only for a platformer. I like how long ago was this? Like 3 years. Like 3 years ago, I beat a list demon. So I mean, I beat
damn.
Goner. And I had like 94% on Requiem, but I stopped playing that because it was like it was like making me suffer a lot because the ending is just so hard.
Hold on, I need to put someone in timeout in the chat. I'll just do it for half an hour right now. Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, I don't know how people do Goner and Requiem. That is,
Uh,
I have a friend that's done both of those. I
mhm.
genuinely cannot do memory levels. They are so hard
Uh,
to me.
I just like really I really like memory levels, and it helps that like those are two of my like favorite levels ever. So I was able to just play them a lot easier, and I think memory levels are like kind of overrated in difficulty because once you learn them, it's like the base gameplay isn't really that hard, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I've beaten well, kind of one memory level. I beat maybe possibly thing, and that was because I spun it on a wheel that the viewers made. So I was like, okay, I have to beat this. I've rolled it. I can't really disappoint people, so I did it. And honestly, it was a lot more fun. Like learning it, I hated. I absolutely despised it.
Oh
But once
yeah,
you
yeah.
learn a memory level, it's actually really fun. It's such a different experience. However, just to put into perspective, my hardest memory level before this was like memory to easy demon.
Ooh.
I put off memory levels for so long. I just cannot do them.
Yeah, no, like I don't know. I would never beat like maybe possibly like I would beat like SPL, but SPL is like impossible. SPL is so hard.
Yeah. How many times
I
has that gone raised on the list?
like like I think it was like 7 times, I think.
It was crazy. There was a video on it, wasn't there? Like a whole. This is the
IMAX?
most. Yeah, there was. I can't remember who made it, but it was like it's saying how. Oh, what was it? It was originally placed near something like way like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of spots easier than it is now.
Hmm.
It was
Yeah, I don't
crazy.
know. It was placed between like man, where was SPL placed? I know it was like way too low. Like I don't even remember. Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah.
But all I know is it kept getting raised and it was like a big joke for a long time.
But that's our second timeout on stream, and it's not even been going on for long. We'll see how many we can collect as we go on. Anyways, next question. Let me find one. I want to find out one that I used that I wanted to say before because it still fits into the topic right now. Oh, here we go. So, this is the last question on how do you choose insert whatever, how do you
Hmm.
make insert whatever. Um, how do you, this is a viewer question, but I was gonna put it on mine end as well, anyways. So, how do you choose what songs to use for your levels?
What song? Well, I
Like,
mean, it depends because usually it's spur of the moment. Like, there's been a lot of times when like, 'cause, like, I just usually use songs that I listen to in my free time, and like, I'll have a lot of times where like I have a song and I put it in and I try for like 2 seconds and it doesn't work. It doesn't work, so I just stop. And there's other times when I'll try it, I'll put it in, and like, okay, I can do something with it. Like,
yeah,
let
I've,
me get an example. Like, um. when I make something like Kyoto, like that's a song I've liked for like a long time. So I thought one day like, man, I can imagine a level like this in my head, like while I'm at work or something. And I come home and I build it pretty much. That's usually how I get to songs. It's that or I like specifically choose a Lexi song. It's one of
you seem
those.
to be you're such a Lexi Glazer apparently.
I I am her number one fan.
if
I am my friend's number one fan.
if there's zero fans, I am dead.
If there's if there are zero Lexi fans, I am already in my grave.
Yeah.
It's happened.
But I've noticed with how you choose your songs, then the way you choose the songs for your levels and make your levels is kind of what I imagine everyone else feels like when they can't create and they have a cool idea for a level in their head that they want to create. Your levels are that level that most people can never end up actually producing. I feel like.
Yeah, I mean that is like I build on vibes basically. Like I don't really care how good the level ends up being. Like I don't care how like this shorts channel will review my level. You know, or like what does Sirius think of uh, what like this like the implications of these designs in the greater GD ethos space or something.
Yeah.
Like I just build because it's like I have this idea. I think it could work. Do I personally think it looks good? Sure. Sure. So if I think it looks good, I'll put it out there because I like it.
I used
And so I
to.
just
Yeah, go
yeah.
on. Sorry.
Oh no, no, that was
Okay.
it. That was it.
I used to make on a different channel level reviews. Actually, I believe I actually did end up reviewing one of your levels. I think it was it Plastic Death. I think it was called.
I
I
believe so. I
I
think I watched that video actually.
Oh, well, yeah, I think I stopped that. This wasn't the only reason, but I think I stopped making the level reviews because I started to realize that a lot of people pointed out that I'm always giving levels like really high scores, and I feel like for me it got hard to review levels because obviously I guess I would say I can tell if something is like critically in a critic way good or bad, but I realized that I pretty much like every level unless it's something that's actively harming the game or has some like harmful speech in it. I feel
Yeah, I don't know. I
like
mean, I don't think there's like anything wrong with like giving the average level a higher score because you like it more. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think. Like when I used to, because I used to do a lot of those like sheets where like you rank every extreme demon because I used to know like every demon by like every extreme by memory, and I was not very nice to some of those levels. Like I would go with like two, 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 two. Oh, this one's a
damn,
three. No, two, two, 10 out of 10. Two. Yeah, like,
yeah.
but I don't know. I think it's perfectly fine to just think. Like I remember on one of them, like Lolwat kept giving everything like eights and nines, like every single level. And I don't, like that's perfectly valid.
Yeah.
I think it's perfectly valid.
What was the guy on those like ranking the demon list by decoration or the insert country ranks
Oh
levels
wait,
by
I think I
decoration?
know the one you're talking about. The
Yeah,
guy who kept giving everything like a zero.
yeah. There's always one. There's always one who does that.
I think his name and it's not the same person that you were talking about earlier, but I think it's a guy called like Apex or something. It's not the same guy,
It might be.
but
But I mean, I'm just generalizing it because every single one has that one. Grenade Tacos was one of them for a time. There was another guy who I forget his name, but I remember watching Aeon's reaction video and he kept giving everything like a zero, and then he gave something stupid like Mystic a 10 or whatever. But
Mystic's pretty good. Low key, low key, low key. He can have that one. He can have that one.
yeah. Well, I'm no
I'll
better.
let him have it.
I hot take. This is like the worst take I've ever had, but I've always loved Factory Realm X. I just find that whole level so
FRX.
funny. Yeah. Like
FRX is like it's like a certain charm to it, but I
yeah.
think it's like it's too messy. It's like
Critically, it's terrible. I'll say that. But I don't know. I've had this connection to it for so long. It's like formed an inside joke with my friend group. I don't know. It has something. It has charm.
you know I don't know. I don't really care about critically. I just think it's really messy because like everything is like white and gray, and like when the boss comes in, it's just like an entire it's like an entire like mess.
It
And I'm
just
like,
like
oh,
clips into
okay.
everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
It is like a product of its time, I
yeah.
think.
What a level. It's one of those levels like Devil Vortex where you just have to say yeah that is a level of all time that
Hmm.
exists. Oh wait, hold on. Welcome Z Levi to the stream. That's crazy. I didn't think you would join.
Yeah, you like my goat. He's
O-
my goat.
okay. This is a good question. I'm kind of blitzing through all the viewer questions here. I'll stop doing that after this one. But I think this one works well because we were talking about people giving 0 out of 10s and 2 out of 10s to a bunch of
Hmm.
levels. So, one of the viewers asks, is there any level that you absolutely despise in the game?
Does it have to be just one? Does it
I
have to be just
I
one?
mean, if you have multiple, go ahead.
But listen. I need to drop a hard truth on people in chat right now. I don't know how any of you like Eternal Night. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Eternal Night has always. I never understood this. I never understood how people like this level.
it's a hot
Like,
take.
like anyone who follows my Twitter, they know I will like periodically like post this video where it's like the first drop part, like copy paste it 8 times, and it just U shifts, and everyone thinks it's like it's actually the
You know what I don't
like.
get with this level? I'll say my take on it quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I have no clue why. Okay, because this level, if I was looking at it at a critic standpoint, and I was going to review this level, it is the most 5 out of 10 bland average thing I could ever come up with in my mind. It is just generic everything. I don't know how to explain it. Besides the song, I really like the song. But the actual level
Yeah, I don't know.
itself, I don't know how to say it, but it's like the most. If I could come up with a generic level in my head, I'm thinking of Eternal Night. But for some reason, I've always loved it. I could not tell you, besides the song, any part that I specifically really love or why I really love it. But it's always been one of my favorite upcoming top ones. I don't think
Yeah,
it's
and,
top one now, but
like the issue is like in that time, like Electro was making like every single level look exactly like that, or every part he made was like that. So then he made a full level with it. And I was like,
yeah.
oh, okay, this is not very good. And then everyone was like, this is the best level I've ever seen. Like, oh, okay, slow down, slow down. Let me think of some more. I think off the top of my head, I think like Avernus is one. I've always disliked Avernus.
Yeah, I
I
think.
used to be in that level actually before I dropped.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I used to be in it. Then I was like, I'm not. I can't build this style really. I can't. Sorry, I got to split.
Yeah, I
Let
mean,
me think.
I think it was a good concept, but it just looks really messy. A lot of it's really
Yeah,
clustered.
Avernus is really, really, really messy. Yeah.
Yeah, I had
Um, I
um
think the issue with Avernus too was just very clearly like rust from the last preview of it, and I just didn't really like it from there. And then the whole like Zoink gameplay stuff, like whatever. I'm not playing it. I don't know.
yeah.
I can only judge off what I see, and I don't like what I see.
Yeah, Vernus is a weird one. I mean, I think a lot of people warmed up to the gameplay, and then for some reason, in their minds, I think that changed their perception of the decoration, even though I think it's still, I mean, obviously,
Yeah, I
you
don't know.
can't.
Like I realized everyone was like, "What do you mean it was bad? We always loved Avernus." Like,
Yeah,
okay,
we never
okay,
hated this level. It's
we never
always been
did.
a masterpiece.
And to wrap out my levels I hate a lot, I gotta say it's Thinking Space 2. I think Thinking Space 2 is really, really bad.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think it just takes like I'm a Thinking Space not fan, but I think it's cool, and it takes it and it just makes it like very generic, I think,
Yeah.
and then overly buffed. And it's like, oh, okay, why was this made? Like, I really like the like Legacy Thinking Space too. I think that one's really cool.
I'm seeing a pattern of buffed Zoink verifications.
You don't say. You don't say. You know, I held off saying Quantus. I held off saying Quantus.
Here we go.
Huh.
Yeah, that's a level. But I think at least that one is like, at least that's supposed to be funny. The other ones are like, it's
But is
supposed
it
to be
really
bad.
fun? Is
I
it
mean,
really funny though? Is it
no, I
really
mean,
funny?
I like the little. There's like one part where the gameplay just walks away. I think that part's
Yeah,
kind of funny, but
I think that part
the
is
rest.
pretty cool. Besides that, levels, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
whatever.
don't think I rated it high when I reviewed it. But yeah, the Thinking Space 2 on that, I'll give my take. I think if it was its own level, I would think it's pretty good. In fact, I made a video where I ranked every top 1 by Deco, and I think Thinking Space 2 is actually pretty high. My problem is that it is a sequel. I think a lot of parts it did, or at least some parts it did do well, like the moving object part. I don't know how to explain it, but you know the moving object spike. It's like one row of spikes, and it kind of awkwardly moves
Um,
to the left. I don't know. It's
yeah,
like the spam part.
like the thing from
Yeah,
Thinking Space, yeah, from
yeah.
Thinking
I
Space.
think it did that well, but I think the as a sequel, the legacy version is just so much better as a
Yeah,
sequel.
honestly, I think that like Levy is right. It, I like Quantus tries way too hard to be funny. I think.
Yeah,
I think that's it. It tries to be so funny that it's just not really funny.
I think it's like YouTube short funny, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's funny for 5-year-olds.
Yeah,
It's funny for five.
I will say that way. I hate that wave part. Like I
The
hate how
wave,
that's
yeah, the
made.
wave, yeah,
Oh my! And
yeah.
then I had. It's funny because I think I talked about that. I made a news video recently covering a couple. Well, not recently, but a couple people that were getting progress, and I mentioned there's only one guy who has progressed on Quantius, so go support him.
Mm.
And I think I mentioned I didn't really like the level, and then I had a bunch of people defending Quantius, saying, "Is it really that bad if no one's played it? So you haven't heard any opinions. So clearly the gameplay is
People
actually
really
really
say
good, but there's a reason no one's playing it."
people really defend Quantus processing, man. People
Yeah,
really defend Quantus processing.
there's people that
Anyway,
defend Cosmos Unleashed. What does that
don't get me
say?
started. Don't get don't get me
That
started on
level.
Quantus. I can't. I can't.
I won't. I'll just say that is my least favorite level in the game. I'll end it at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways,
Anyway.
right. Let's move on to a different kind of topic here. Right. I think we should move on to the angelicide questions, because obviously a couple of those came up to be
All right.
expected.
All right.
The first one isn't anything about it being created. It's just, do you think angelicide will ever get verified? And if so, who will do it?
I think it will. I think it will. I think the progress by both Druki and Kaza proved that pretty well. The issue is I think seeing someone get to the second half feels like so far away. No matter how good both of them
Yeah.
are at the level, it's just so far away. As for who will do it, I don't like choosing favorites, but I think Druki can probably do it over Kaza.
Yeah, they're very neck and neck. The current.
Yeah, they are.
best
I
pro.
think I honestly am kind of concerned that one of their hands is gonna die before they can do it.
Probably.
I'm very concerned for them.
Yeah. I'll be honest, when I first saw Angelicide, before I knew that people were actually going for it, I thought that was just straight up an IOL, but impossible level, as in you can't even get 5% on it. I didn't think
Well,
that was
I
ever
mean,
doable.
it was, but me and Lexi were it'd be really funny if we made this top one, and it was okay.
Yeah, I know it was, but I'm talking about even the nerfed version. It just genuinely, the gameplay straight up so unapproachable, and then randomly in my recommended, I get Angelicide in 3 runs, and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, I saw
What?
that. I was like, dude, what?
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Dude, what
whoa,
are you
whoa, whoa,
talking
whoa, whoa,
about?
whoa, whoa, wait. Three?
And Druki's copy barely changed. It's crazy.
Yeah, I was actually stunned. It
Yeah, but
it's got this
it's
factor. I don't know how to explain it, but Angelicide's gameplay is just so much more intimidating looking than any other top level currently in my eyes.
I just can't believe that it's probably going to be verified before Vehemence. I just can't believe this.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Well, actually, that kind of brings us on to another question. I just need to find it here. Right, yeah. Since you brought up Vehemence, if
Mhm.
you could have Vehemence or Angelicide be the hardest level ever verified, what one would you choose?
Oh, that's a hard question. Oh, I actually don't know because I like them both for very different reasons. I think, if we were having it mean it would be the hardest, it would probably be Angelicide because that would mean I would have to buff Vehemence even more, and that would just make it worse. But thematically, I would really prefer if it was Vehemence, low key,
Yeah.
low key.
I was reading your description. I'm pretty sure I saw you talk about how you really wanted it to be top 1.
Yeah, it's like if you watched that Mindcat video, where he explained his goal of having a top one.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much how I felt about Vehemence. I wanted
Yeah.
to do it, but I wanted to make sure I did it in a very good way. So I just waited forever to make a level that was good enough. Then it was wow, no one's verifying this. That's crazy.
Yeah, I believe
It's
A6
like
was
it's
went
top
back
one.
to it now, right?
Yeah, he's come back to it. And Nethermind is also going to be verifying it too, but he just barely responds in the group chat.
Yeah, how many
So
verifiers have you gone at this point for Vehemence?
have I gone through? It's
Yeah.
over 6, I think. I think it's over 6.
That's Heliopolis levels. That's crazy.
It might be a bit more. I don't know.
Yeah. It was crazy. I was friends for a long time with Serpenticle, and we were hosting a what was it? It was a tournament. It was a tournament for a levels list that I have in my server, and
Hmm.
I know that Serpenticle dropped out pretty early on, but she was so good at the game. She blitzed like everyone in the first like 5 minutes of all of her rounds, and then the entire like 80% of her match, she would just play vehemence, and it was crazy to watch. I don't know how
Yeah,
people do that.
she's very good, but she had to drop sadly because
Yeah.
she was just wasn't really feeling it, which I understand. I didn't really have like extreme expectations. Like you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
I wanted to see what would happen pretty much.
She's verifying
Yeah.
a top 20 now, I think, right?
Oh really? Wait, what
Yeah,
level?
it's like a tunnel of despair, but it's named after her. Like,
Oh my god. Okay. Okay.
yeah, but it's not got any. It's like got none of the wave. It's like just it's like a 2.2 version of Tunnel of Despair, but it's mostly ship. It's really weird. It's not that bad, but it does look very very similar. It doesn't look very different, which I was like, okay, a bit
Hmm.
a bit underwhelming, but I think it will be end up pretty cool.
Maybe, maybe I don't know. It's tunnel of despair, so I can't be too hyped.
We'll see. Well, okay, I expect to know the answer for this one. This is one of my questions. But
Hmm.
well, actually, I don't expect to know the exact answer, but I think I generally know. How did you find the original angelicide layout, and what made you want to decorate it?
How did I find it? Well, I mean, I just I knew Let Lexi for quite a while because when I first met her, she asked to build in Juketsu, and because I just asked on Twitter like, someone please help me. I don't want to build all this for another 5 years, and she responded and was like, sure, I'll help. She built a part, and then like a year or two later, I saw it, and it was like I like loved the layout so much, and I asked her like, can I have this? Can I like try to do something on this? And she's like, sure. And then she gave me like reference images, and the reference images are how do I how do I like describe what these images? It's like Hello Kitty, blood splatter, bedroom. Like
Oh,
this is this. I'm not joking.
do you think
Like
these are showable on stream, or do you think it's like
no, no,
gruesome?
no, 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 no,
It's
no,
like
no, no, no,
gruesome. Is
no,
it
no,
like
no, no,
that
no. These
kind
are
of?
not
Okay,
showable
that's
on
that
stream.
kind of one. Okay.
These are not show. And I was
Okay.
like, I'll do my best. And I just like low key kind of like ignored her and just did my own. I was like, I don't know how I'm supposed to like make this into a level. I don't know how I'm supposed to make this into a level.
We
But
probably
yeah,
got the entire live stream now invested on what these images were.
yeah. I mean, uh, like if you really want, if you like really want to, like Google. I don't know. I don't know. Use like search up like
There they
Hello
guys.
Kitty blood splatter or something.
The
I don't know.
Angelicide One Piece. Go find it.
Yeah, the Angelicide One Piece. Find my treasure.
I don't think it's very much a treasure, but go ahead, people.
Yeah.
Anyways, right, that was interesting. Okay, so we're gonna go on to like a little segment kind of thing here.
Hmm.
So I'm assuming you watched the Secret Way interviews because you've brought them up a few times.
I watched a few of them.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so you know how at one point they used to do like a GD Mount Rushmore thing?
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah, so I don't want to directly copy it because I think that would be a bit silly if I'm just like stealing their stuff. However, I wanted
Hmm.
to do something similar because I really like that concept. So I came up with something called the GD Podium. And so I'm instead of asking for the 5 best people of each category and then asking like one general who's the best of each, I'm gonna ask who your top 3 best people are for content creators, level creators, and players. But then I'm also gonna ask for a separate top 3 of who you think are the most underrated players, creators, and content creators. Because I think it's cool to
Ooh.
hear some names that people may not have heard of and get your opinion on those people.
All
So
right, all right.
you can start out
So,
however you want. If you want to start with the underrated or the
all right.
perfect, normally
Well,
rated.
for content creators, I think my number one is EBW. Easily, I watched him as a kid for like and like I watched him as a kid forever, and I still kind of watch him sometimes when it's like a video I
Yeah.
half care about, and like whenever I watch him beat like my level, I'm like, oh my god, this is like
Whoa.
what? Dude, this is EVW playing my level, what?
Yeah,
And he
this.
beat it.
I
Yeah,
think that it's kind of crazy to see he's still going at it, and he's collabing with like TCD. You see him play Among Us in TCD, and like what? It's crazy how he's still going. I thought he would have
yeah, he
quit a
he's still
while
good.
ago.
He enjoys it. He enjoys it. He's having fun.
Yeah.
I think number two is Zeronium. I love Zeronium, obviously. Zeronium has verified like it's like one. It's like one of my levels. Zeronium is very
Yeah.
nice.
Nah, my go.
I mean, I like watching his streams. And number three, ooh, oh well, Nepesta. I mean, obviously it's Nepesta.
Yeah.
He probably should have been my number one because I watched his Cave the Scarlet Sky streams every single day I could, and they were so entertaining. And he still hasn't uploaded a video for it. You know,
Is he working
he
on
was
that? I thought it got like cancelled because I was originally going to ask a question on Cave of the Scarlet Sky in this, but like genuinely like his videos were like gone. I thought, oh, did level get cancelled or something after the
no, he
verification?
had to take it down for like a copyright reason because of the Undertale song playing.
Oh
But
yeah.
he said he was working on like a longer video, and I just never saw it. He just never saw the video, so I don't know where it went. I don't know where it went, but I'm sure it's somewhere.
What's
I'm
crazy
sure
is
he's working on it.
I think we might have the same exact top three there because Nepesta's probably the best videos in like I don't know comedic value to me. I just think he's just an amazing creator. This is a weird
Game?
video to say is my favorite, but he's staring at a wall for 4 hours.
Yeah, I
And
watched that whole video. I watched the whole video.
yeah, it's
I'm trying to think. When did I first find the fest? It was like back when like the gang existed. Like let me try to find the first video I watched. I think it was while he was still like I watched him verify Kinosh live. So it was like while he was
damn. You're an
verifying
OG
Kinosh.
OG.
Oh, I remember it was when he beat like Unearthed. It's right before he verified Demos.
Damn,
That's when I first found the Pesta.
that is a long time ago. But
Yeah.
I think his actually one thing I love about him is I just love hearing his dreams. I don't know how his brain functions. His
No, the
dreams
Pesta.
are crazy.
Oh, he just has the fucking craziest shit.
Yeah.
I
How
swear.
does
It's
one
just
play an entire bridge game in their heads? How does
I
that
yeah,
happen?
I've had some dreams like that. I can't lie.
Yeah,
I can't
that's
lie. I've had
crazy.
some dreams like that. All right, if we're going to top three, my top three creators. This hmm. I'm scrolling through like a list I have of levels I really like. I think number one as my favorite creator. And I always like get this wrong because I always like remember later it was someone else. I'm probably gonna have to say Overdefo. Yeah, it's definitely Overdefo.
Fair enough.
Overdefo is my goat. I love Overdefo. Like, well rested, peak. I don't need to explain why. It's peak.
Yeah.
You just know it's peak. It's peak. Like, um, number two, number two, number two, number two, number two, number two. Probably Anubis. You know
Of
who
course, of
Anubis is,
course.
right? Yeah. I know a lot of people like don't like how Knight Rider turned out, but I love Knight Rider. Knight Rider is one of my
Yeah.
favorite like extremes, and I think Serpent's Wrath is like probably top 5 levels ever made.
I
He
find
inspired a lot of my levels.
yeah, I find Serpent's Wrath really funny. There was like a bit between me and my friend trying to beat that level. I think it does it executes what it tries to do super well. And I also with Anubis, I think maybe this is a silly thing to say, but I think the oh wait, I'll wait for you to unmute. I don't know if you're
I
okay,
was
there you go.
sneezing. It's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So the with Anubis, I think that I really wish I wouldn't want artificial ascent to be made how it originally was, but I really wish we got to see a version of artificial ascent with that original theme. I think uh, destroyed factory like theme. I don't know how to put into words, but I think the
Yeah,
original intent for that level was super interesting.
yeah, I watched it. I know, like it was interesting, but like not really something I would personally prefer over what Artificial Ascent.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's why I said I wanted it separate, because I think Artificial Ascent is so iconic that losing it would be also
Yeah.
pretty
Then
bad.
my number three, for number three, it would probably just be End Level for as a creator. I think he's my number three. He's my choice. Like I love Promethean. I love Fragile, Heavy Dirty Soul, Ride, old levels. All his old levels are like amazing. Like Cog. Oh, it's peak. It's peak.
I'm,
And level has like been like
I mean,
consistently one of my favorites.
personally, I mean, I find him just like okay, but I think he's got so many iconic stuff.
Hmm.
Like I don't like Promethean, like you said, and just a ton of other levels. They're so iconic. There's not another Promethean in the game, and Fragile was kind of one of the starting levels that had that more claustrophobic kind of feel.
Yeah,
Um, I like N level. Like I wouldn't say he's my
yeah,
favorite, but I think I enjoy his levels.
yeah. So if we're going to like underrated creators, I'm gonna have to go as my number one, Crero. If anyone knows in the chat knows who that is a platformer. Ooh, a platformer creator. I think some people who are from the plat lister here. He's a platformer creator. He's made a lot of auto scrollers. If you know, Crero Kaizo, 1 and 2.
I think I've
Crero
heard of
Kaizo is a
that. I
peak.
haven't seen the level, but I've heard of the name.
Yeah. Crero is like he's probably like a platformer genius. I think he's just made so many good levels, hard levels too. I think he solved it all. He's the goat. He's my goat for more underrated
Yeah, there you
creators.
go. You've got a couple people saying they love
Yep,
him, so there is.
yep. Everyone loves Crero. Second for underrated. Hmm. Can I hmm can I count Custy as being an underrated creator?
If you
I think he
think they're
counts.
underrated, you can add them. Like it's just your own
Yeah.
thoughts.
Well,
So
I'm gonna add Custy because Sand Sailor is probably like top 10 levels ever made for me, and like oh my god, Custy just has a thing like X Masters, like the 2 player level. He just knows how to make like a perfect atmosphere. It's like
yeah.
inspiring a lot of how I build like platformers and stuff. And man, I wish I could be Sand Sailor, but the
Uh,
gameplay is just so garbage.
yeah.
It's just so garbage.
I was gonna bring up Sand Sailor is like top 10 levels that I love to watch the showcase of. Maybe not play,
I
but
have tried beating that level like 10 times, and every time I was like, oh man, it just sucks to play so much.
didn't Nepasta have
I
like
just
a
can't do it.
terrible time with it? Or was it?
I don't. I know he beat it. I don't know his opinion on it though.
Yeah.
Let's see. And for number three, I just personally, I got to say for number three, underrated creator, probably got to be. Do you want to say Daddy or what else have you made? Okay, so it'll probably be Maddie for me. Maddie is also a plat creator. I just think like platforming creators need a lot more attention, in my opinion. Like if anyone in chat hasn't seen Dish Rags by Maddie, I think you should all look at the Dish Rags. Maddie is also known for making the former top one convolution, if anyone knows what that is.
Oh yeah, I've
And I
heard of that.
believe they also made what else was it? Like it wasn't convolution, it was like intervallum. Yeah, it was intervallum too. I love all those levels. So yeah, if anyone in chat has never seen those, peep those out, you should go look at them.
Yeah, I recently had a conversation with a couple people because I wanted to know why a lot of people don't like platformer mode because it feels so much separate from the main classic community. and I want to
Hmm.
see. And it seems like the general consensus is a lot of people don't like it because it's, how do you put it? You can find stuff like GD in platformer mode in other games, but the main classic Geometry Dash is a strictly kind of GD thing. It's like probably the only side scroller that feels like Geometry Dash. But then I think that kind of disregards the art in a way because I mean I think the platformer levels still feel like Geometry Dash. Like sure,
Hmm.
you've seen platformer controls before in other levels, but platformer gives so much more movement as well. So even the gameplay is completely unique to the level. And I think with a game as creative as Geometry Dash, saying that it feels like other games is kind of disregarding the levels because I feel like every level in of itself is entirely unique. I don't think it can be generalized into, oh well, it's platformer mode, so it's gonna be
Yeah, I know. Because like I've been a big
similar.
advocate for platformer for a long time, and whenever I try and like people like, hey, look at this like platformer, they're like it's not GD or something like that, because like all they think of GD is like side scroller, like 5 minute or like 1 minute map, like can't like a stereo madness, and like if it's like going like side to side or like an auto scroller or like God forbid a robot platformer, like they just like lose their minds and think it's like the worst. So like after a while I just stopped trying to like convince more people outwardly to like support platformer, and I decided like, well, if this is gonna exist, it might as well just be like its own separate like bubble, if anything.
Yeah.
Personally, that's how I view it. It should probably be at this point.
I'd like to say with platformer levels, what's the word? I know I said at the start of the stream that I think that I get put off with some levels because of their length. But once platformer levels start getting like super long, I start like randomly really enjoying them a lot because I think that platformer mode allows for so much more depth in a level. I love the levels that feel like an RPG. They feel like a quest to beat them. Those recent boss fight levels that got into the GD Awards and like stuff like the Towerverse, I think they're
Hmm.
such experiences that I cannot get no matter what you do in any classic level. I will never get the same feeling as playing those levels, and I think that we just need to appreciate platformer more, any kind, honestly.
Oh, like absolutely. Even like auto scrollers. I think like auto scrollers are just like way more depth than than classic mode, because you can like move your icon around. You can go and like you can move up. You can move like up diagonally or something like that. You can use like jetpack, or you could even do something like you can put wave in platformer, like somehow. I don't know how
Yeah.
they did it, but you can do it. You can do it. I think it's just way cooler. It's way cooler than classic, I think, personally.
Yeah.
But it's not everyone's thing. I know it's not everyone's thing, but personally, I like it a lot. I was waiting for quite a while for platformer to come out for GD, and I was like on it instantly. And
Yeah.
yeah, I've just like loved it ever since, really.
Was that three people we mentioned, or was that just two underrated
It
creators?
was three. It was three.
Okay.
Yeah. All
So
right.
there's okay. We can do the underrated content creators now because I think we skipped over that.
Underrated content. The thing is, I don't really watch a lot of GD content creators. It's just the
Fair
thing.
enough.
Like, 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 I'm not gonna be shouting out like TCD or anything.
Okay. I mean, you can
It's like,
skip if you want.
yo, Denny,
yo,
yo,
yo, zoink! Come on.
yo, Zoin. Yeah,
What?
low key, I'm just gonna like skip this one because I don't really just
Yeah, yeah, fair
like
enough.
watch enough to understand. So it's like players next, right?
Yeah, players. That's the last one.
Hmm. Let's see. Let me open up Podium really quick. Who are my all-time goated players? I think my number one goated player is probably Swish. I think eh, Swish was like the goat. I love Swish. He was just like the most dominant person at the time. He was basically like if Space was like not a hacker.
Yeah.
That's how I view Twist pretty much. After that, it's probably Sunix, and after Sunix, hmm, after Sunix, it's a good question actually. Hold on. Let me. How surely this goes? Okay, it does go past 50. Hold on. Let me try and find who I'm thinking of. Loki. I know a lot of people won't like even remember who this person is, but I think Hilo is my number three. They were I think they're the only person to ever beat a top 10 on mobile at the time.
Damn, I think I've heard. Was that Spatial Rend?
No, it
Or
was
was that a different
Celestial
level?
Force.
Celestial Force. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I get those levels names
Yeah,
mixed up. Yeah, I meant Celestial Force. I forgot the name, but I remember
no.
watching a video on the mobile community because I think that's really intriguing. Like some of the stuff now, especially like Firework and Sonic Wave Infinity and Renvent. How are you doing that on a phone, on a tablet? Like I don't know how that's possible, but yeah.
I know someone beat like Crimson Planet on a phone. I was like, how? I was like, how, dude? Like I've tried like extremes on my phone. Like I can't do it. It just it
Yeah.
sucks. It
I
sucks so much. Yeah.
Aki will forever
As
be
for
my hardest on phone. I'm not touching another mobile extreme.
yeah. As for like underrated players, players who are like underrated right now. Question. I mean, like number one is obviously Levy or Levi. However you want to say his name. I think Levi is like super goat. Like
Yeah.
I gave this guy like a level, and like two days later he's like, okay, here, it's done. Like, oh, okay, cool. He was like, okay, okay, cool. Man, I can't really say WizKid anymore, can I? Like,
No, he used to
he's
be
kind of
my
exploded.
go. I knew him from his Golden Club completion.
Yeah,
That's
he is
just ages
verified
ago.
like 5 of my levels. I love Wiz. I love Wiz so much, but I can't add him because he's not underrated. Well,
Yeah.
I think besides for Levi, underrated specifically in terms of players. I don't really follow players anymore. I would have to say like maybe Amplitron. Amplitron is like a really good player, but he also like makes his own levels
Yeah.
too.
He verifies all of
Um,
them pretty much. Like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
crazy.
He makes and verifies his own levels, and some of them are like top. Is Snowbound top 50?
I think it's like
Uh,
45 or something, and when it got placed,
Droopy
maybe
Raid.
44. Druki raid. What?
It's true.
Welcome,
What's up,
people.
Droopy?
Thank you for the raid. Actually, I think I was in. I think I was watching a stream earlier today. That's great. Angelicide raid.
Jealous Raid.
Angelicide.
What's up, guys?
The level told them. It just spoke to them through the mind. Well, welcome. Yeah, on the topic of the players you mentioned, I'll bring up WizKid again. Um,
Hmm.
okay. Fun fact: I am from Scotland. I mean, I moved here a couple years ago, but I am half Scottish. And I think as soon as WizKid started doing good, my dreams of ever like maybe being in the best Scotland players immediately gone. I gave up. I gave up because like,
Hmm.
damn, he's just so good. His clips, I love that clip recently of him DMing Mindcap saying, "Hey, I found an easier way in Heliopolis." It's just some
Yeah,
absurd
like
spam.
easier way. It's just it's like I don't know how he does what he does. Like I remember like when I first gave him a level, it was like a really weird like spam level. I was like, this is like 5 years ago. I didn't know who he was. I'm like, I don't know if this guy can do it. And like a day later, it's like, here you go. Like, what the fuck?
What
like,
is this
like,
guy?
what do you mean? It's like, okay, I did it. Like, oh, I mean, all right. And then he was just so underrated, and he kept getting better and better, and he beat Anathema. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, this guy's always my goat.
Also, he's the goat. The anathema, like what's the word? The song he used, his own version, his kazoo version.
Yeah,
It's
because
amazing.
yeah, he has this thing on his like Twitch where he like has like a reward where he plays the kazoo.
I love
It's
the people
awesome.
that make those. Who's is it? I don't think it's the top player funder, but it's like the other funder. Does like remakes of like Tidal Wave and stuff with him humming over
Mhm.
it. I love it. Actually, that okay. So that brings us to, I believe, a different question that I want to ask because we mentioned WizKid. Um, I need to find it. I think it's a viewer question. Okay, I believe that WizKid used to be the verifier of a level called a nameless star. I mean, tell me if I'm
This
wrong.
is
I might be
correct.
thinking the wrong
This
one.
this is
Okay,
correct.
okay.
This is
So,
correct.
do you think that that level will ever get verified?
Low key, I don't know. I don't know. It's too. It might be too much for people. I think it is an hour-long extreme demon top one platformer with no
Yeah,
checkpoints.
deathless.
So
That's
I have my doubts. Low key. Like
yeah,
Wiz is just too busy to do it himself. I think everyone else is kind of like giga scared of trying it because it's like so long. But like I mean, I think it'd be really cool if it happened. I would be fully supportive, but I don't know. It just like it seems very like it's unlikely. It's unlikely. It's all I'll say.
yeah. I'm sure that there's gonna be like some platformer version of the Eternus grinder that spends like a
Yeah, I
million
mean,
tries on it.
hopefully, like listen, if that person exists, listen, get in my DMs. We will set things up. Okay, we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen.
I think it is interesting. I think that it's a nice thing for the platformer community to have the some like magnum opus difficulty level that people can just attempt. I think that stuff like Angelicide and Eternus and One More Attempt, I think they're very cool levels to have because it lets people who maybe aren't necessarily the best people show their dedication because
Hmm.
I think it's really cool to see people they're dedicated to the game that will spend that many tries doing something.
I agree.
I
I
don't,
agree. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know how the Eternus people stay mentally sane. Like
I
or
wouldn't personally.
oh, the tidal wave guy. Now that I mention it, the
If
jumping.
I had to play Tidal Wave for a million attempts, I would just not even no.
I believe it's over two
I just
million
wouldn't.
now. I believe it's like
Why? Like
2.6
what?
or something. It's that's crazy. But I think what's more crazy is he has got progress on it. Isn't like he's got minimal stuff. Like he genuinely is going for it, and he's genuinely like trying to do it.
I mean, like he's just like banging his head into a wall until it works eventually. I guess I don't know what to say.
Oh
You
wait,
know.
Lunar Lobster's here. That's the our platforming guy.
Oh yeah.
Welcome.
Lobster. Let's go. Let's
Okay.
go.
Right. Let's find what question should we do now? Okay. We'll do a more general one now because that was a
Hmm.
specific one. What is your? This is a secret way question, but I don't care because I think it is a good question to ask. What is your biggest regret in Geometry Dash?
My biggest regret. That's a pretty good question. Biggest regret in GD. Yeah, it was a really good question. I have like some minor ones, but I think probably the biggest one I have is like probably trying to go for mod. Honestly, I think that was a really big waste of time
Yeah.
because I kind of realized like after like a year maybe when the whole Vibrant stuff happened, I was like I don't really want to like be involved in any of this anymore or like have to deal with these people. I just kind of want to like either leave or do my own thing, pretty much. And I was like, nah, it was just.
Uh,
I really wish I didn't even like try to because like I used to do like level reviews for like every day for like 5 months to try and get mod. So it was bad.
yeah. I think
It was bad.
especially with the stuff that's been happening recently, I don't know if it's the best time to try and get mod
Yeah, no.
now. But I think there's a bunch of people that really deserve mod that don't have it, like a ton.
Mm.
And I think that
I think WizKid
realistically,
having it was the best.
yeah, I think realistically we should have a ton more mods because it's not like they can do much. Like their main thing is just sending rates to Rob Top, not even getting levels rated, just sending them for hey, maybe you can rate this. So I think we do kind of maybe a role in the game that is specifically for just rating levels and that's it. Like I
Hmm.
think that that would be really good, and if we can have a bunch of people, they're actually qualified. Not necessarily, they don't necessarily have to be creators, but people who genuinely understand what makes a level of inspiration, what makes it have personality, what makes it good or bad. I think that that would be very helpful to have.
I'll give it to WizKid.
It was good.
He needs it.
Does he not have? I
Please.
swear he got it. Maybe I'm tripping, but I swear that he.
Mod? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is mod, but let him rate levels, please.
Well,
It would
actually,
be awesome.
I didn't mean to do this, but that actually does bring us in to another question, and it is: what is your thoughts on the rating system?
I assuming the current rating system works how I still understand it, where it's not a mod vote anymore, I believe. I've always not liked it because it's just like one guy, obviously. Like it's just one like Swedish guy who's like your level deserves to be on the feature tab. Yeah. I've always thought like more people should probably be able to vote on not even vote, just like rate levels outright. But I think a big issue is also the fact like part of the issue with the rating system is also like the demon list itself not allowing unrated stuff because I think it causes an issue like with Tidal Wave where people were just like constantly like harassing Rob Top 24/7 to like rate the level, and he's kind of like yeah, he gave in eventually, pretty much. He pretty much gave in to rate it, and I think it just would just be better if the list just like allowed more than just rated stuff. Pretty much, I think that would also help because people would just like care less. Honestly, I think that would be a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, this is a kind of funny story regarding this. I don't know if I'm allowed to say I was part of this, but I mean, I can. I'll just say anyways.
Mhm.
I was gonna be a part of a YouTube video with a bunch of other creators. WizKid was actually in it as well. We're still doing it, but it was going to be one of those like insert community ranks, the whatever, by decoration. But we were going to basically rank the unrated list, like the hardest levels unrated list, by
Mhm.
decoration, and we would each tier, instead of it being 1 through 10, it was like a level of rating, like star rate, feature worthy, not worthy, because we wanted to get a bunch of people to look at some of the more underrated and unknown levels that do deserve a rate that just never get seen because of RobTop's rating system. And that kind of went down the drain recently, because I kid you not, like the second we came up with the idea and we got it all set out and we put in our scores, RobTop went on his little rating spree recently and just
Yeah,
literally
he was
rated
totally like
every
rating.
single level on our list. So we had like no levels anymore. Like everything that was rate worthy's gone, and we were just left with the layouts. And I was like, okay, pretty much. There was like a couple. There's still a couple that deserve rate, but
Yeah,
the
that yeah, he
majority,
just
the
like rated everything.
majority is just all gone. We have no video, but I think that that's still a problem because those levels should not be going that long without a rate. That just proves that they've been rate worthy this whole time, and because it's just one guy, they just don't get shown. I think RobTop's just
Yeah,
too scared to give people authority.
it definitely also isn't an issue where people think like Rob like saw the level and he's like, man, this sucks. I'm not writing this garbage. He just like didn't see it,
Yeah.
Like he just one dude who also has like a life and has to come home and like rate these. Like I'm looking at the UDL right now, and all I see is number one old Arachi, number two um old Sari,
Yeah.
number three unnerved Sakupin Circles.
No, what I'm
Number
looking at.
5, Old Abyss of Darkness. Number 6, Thinking Space 2 Legacy.
Yeah.
Number 7, Old Sonic of Infinity. Like,
Yeah, it's just all the old
yeah,
versions now, so they're gone.
woke circles, woke circles.
Woke circles. There's if you wanna look, I don't know if you wanna screen share this to people, but there is the funniest level that I found on there that I had to rate on the list. And it was like called Godzilla versus King Kong, and it is like the funniest looking atrocity I've ever seen. It's so
Oh
stupid,
yeah, I've seen
but
this before. I've seen this
yeah.
level before. This level is not very good.
It's so fun. Like, why does that exist? Oh, I'm not
How
complaining.
hard is? Oh yeah, it's Crimson difficulty. Of course it is.
Yeah. Oh, it is. It is a level. You guys should watch it if
Yeah.
you haven't. But yeah. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something, but this completely crossed my mind. Godzilla versus King Kong just like took over my head there. I think it was something. It was something to do with Yeah. Okay. This was it. Yeah. Speaking of levels that don't get rated despite having a bunch of sends, let's talk about Cave of the Scarlet Sky or whatever, because
Yes, let's.
what is it? It's like at 15 plus cents now, and it's still not
It's
like.
probably like 20.
Yeah,
Probably like
what
20.
are we doing, Rob Top? Look.
I mean,
That is one of my favorite looking platformer levels of that difficulty, like ever. And
if you want my personal opinion, the level isn't that good, but it probably should have been rated already. Like
yeah.
I think like last year's like awards, it was the only level shown that like wasn't rated in the entire video because like they like he didn't have like enough like rated platformers to show, so we just showed one like an unrated one.
Honestly,
It's
that's an
like, yeah, here you
achievement.
go.
That's an achievement. Maybe it
Yeah,
should
it's
stay
like right into
unrated
the
because of that
achievements.
proud moment. You can say that now. That's a flex.
Yeah, I know. It's like the only one there
Yeah.
that's not rated. You know,
I
have
still
fun, have fun, have
I still
enjoyable.
feel bad for Nepasta spending so long to verify that. And just people verify it in like a day, or like they become a victor in like a
Yes.
day after. So
Well, like Ayumi is like just like super giga good at the game,
yeah.
and like everyone kind of knew that he was gonna insta beat it, but like, my God, my God.
Well, I don't know many platformer players, and I know him, so that should say something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Anyway,
Let's see how many. I'm gonna. Okay, I was putting done beside all the questions I've asked, but now I'm realizing it's kind of just cluttering my notes here, so I'm just gonna delete them all so I can tell how many we have left. I don't want to accidentally repeat the same question twice. Seems like we are. Oh wait, there's one more there. How many is there? Okay, we're probably around maybe a bit over halfway now, I would say. I think we've gone through a lot of them.
all right.
A couple of these will look like they'll be quick ones as well. So let's see. Do you want one from me, or do you want a viewer question? I'll let you decide.
Let's get a viewer one. How about that?
Okay. Oh wait, we did that one. I'm just gonna delete that. Okay, here. Since we were talking about the rate system, do you think a lot of your levels are unfairly not giving a rate?
I wouldn't say unfairly because like some of them still do get rated, and I'm not like delusional enough to be like, oh my God, there is a secret like group, there is a secret group of mods who are like secretly like conspiring to not have my stuff be rated. No, I think it's just like it's not like legendary worthy stuff, and it's not like the most popular thing. So I just don't really think that they're seen pretty much.
Yeah, I do
And
think a lot of your levels deserve like maybe a feature, because I've seen it's just when I go from your profile for someone, honestly, I'll say you're very popular in the community. I would say because of stuff like Vehemence and Angelicide, and like stuff like and here some of the older projects. But then there's just pages of these really cool platformers you've made that just not rated at all.
Yeah, because people just don't know they exist pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, oh, and by the way, to answer the chat question, I hate that level. I'm sorry.
In circles.
I hate that level. I'm sorry.
I only hate it because
I
only hate it because it got the nerf day. I believe I saw it. Someone said it. I can't remember what video I saw. Oh, it was a Nothing is Scary video, if you know what that is, where I agree with his statement of where like the level itself is like, I guess it's like okay, like it's not the best thing ever, but like, it's okay. I mean it's not that bad, but it's like the fact that it's an impossible level and you nerfed it for just the sake of it being verified, even though that like part that you nerfed is possible. I think it ruins the idea and value of it.
Low key, there's a certain level at number 12 on the list that I think that I would feel that way about.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Like,
Let me see if I can remember what number 12 is on the list. Hold on. This is
there's
okay.
a certain level
12.
I would think that applies to. I think.
Okay, I think Andromeda's 10.
Correct.
What would be 12? Oh my, hold on. Okay. So what would be below? Something that's nerfed. Hold on, no. I know I for sure know this. I need to lock in.
It's like
here.
the example. It's like
the example.
Yeah,
it feels like it's very, very obvious, and I'm being stupid. Is it Abyss
It is
Darkness?
pretty obvious. No, it's Silent
No,
Club Step.
Sign Club. You see, this is why the game is so stupid. In my head that is still top 10 because like that I just can't. That's 12 now.
Yeah.
That is 12. Oh my. That's honestly crazy. But yeah, I think if it was just to fix the problems that have happened over the updates, I think that would be fine. But it's the fact that they made stuff more visible, for the sake of it being verified, which is like that did not need to be changed. Like it wasn't
Absolutely.
even invisible. It was just like hard to see. I think it's a bit stupid. But there is someone. Who is it? But I know there's someone who made progress recently on the unnerfed version. That was kind of crazy. I don't know who that is, but shout out to them, cause if that like true unnerfed gets verified, that is crazy. I don't know. I've said crazy a lot, but I don't know how people do that.
Yeah, no, like I'll be a supporter, because like I would vastly prefer that to be verified. Yeah. And like, it's like nothing against Zoe. Like I have like somehow managed to like dodge and meeting Zoe in person like 5 times. Somehow because like we have been very close to each other. Like I don't know how I've like managed to dodge meeting her. But like, nothing against her, personally.
Yeah, I find it funny how she's the hacker reviewer for Heliopolis.
Yeah.
hired a hacker
She's very
reviewer.
good at it, to be fair. She is like
Yeah.
extremely good at it, so
I feel
like I trust her
bad
with it.
for the guy who caught Space UK and then people disregarded him for a year and it turned out he's bang on the money.
Yeah, again though, it was also because he like showed like something else that was like wrong, to be fair. And then,
Yeah, fair.
you are wrong. You are wrong.
Or seeing the joke videos of people like jokingly accusing him as a hacker and then
And then
we
he's
come
actually a
back a
hacker.
year, yeah,
It's like,
and it's like,
whoa.
oh well. Or the Nepesta clip of what was it? I can't remember. It was the Edge of Destiny he was playing, and he's like, "Oh, I don't get
Hmm.
how you're so good at game space, UK. You must be using something like a macro or something."
Oh my
Like
god.
crazy.
Anyway,
Right.
yeah.
Okay, we have 4 viewer questions left, and 4, 5, and 6 of mine, and
All right,
then
all
we're
right.
done. Besides the couple people we'll bring in at the end for quick questions. So we'll get one of mine done. Um. Ooh, this is a good one. I don't know how to say this guy's name properly, but I do want to bring up monitoring since that is a kind of recent thing that happened.
All
That
right,
got
all right.
verified. So, how did you find GaBest, and what made you want to pick him as the verifier of monitoring?
How did I find GaBest? I think he would just like did GaBest make it? Hold on. No, it's not GaBest GD account. Hold on. Let me check the comments. GaBest GD. He made this level called like Nuclear Alarm, like probably like the start of platformer, and I thought it was really cool. And after that, he beat Rabbit Hole, which is another level I made. So after that, I was like, I asked him like, "Yo, you want to verify this?" And he was like, "Oh, sure." He wanted to try it, and I thought he could do it, but the issue is he had uh like a military service. But I because I was like kind of like divorced from the game at the time, I was like, I don't really care. I was like, you can you can still do it. I don't really mind. And so he eventually he pulled through after 100,000 attempts on the level.
Yeah, 100,000's crazy, especially
I
for a
didn't even know
platformer.
he had 100,000 on it. I was surprised.
Do you think it's top 1?
I personally I have no clue
Yeah.
because it's not my skill to figure out pretty much. I don't know. I can't give a good answer on that.
The better question is, does RobTop find it and actually rate it?
I'm gonna give that a 2 out of 10. I'll give it 2 out
Yeah.
of 10. Probably not happening.
Yeah. Okay, this isn't on the list, but I just thought of it now since you brought up Rabbit Hole. How many levels have you made? Do you figure like have the song or are based off of something Vocaloid related? Because I'm now just realizing,
Voc
looking through
Vocaloid related?
a couple.
I can just list them. Let's see. That's
I feel like there's a
1,
few.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, just 4.
Four. Okay, I thought it was way
Yeah.
more. Maybe I'm just like tripping. Maybe it's just because of the profile picture of my face for the whole interview that I'm thinking that. But
Yeah, it's the PFP probably.
yeah,
Actually, I haven't made like many Vocaloid levels,
yeah. I mean,
honestly.
what was that? There was a comment at the start of the stream saying, "This is the best interview. It's a tin of beans interviewing Teta." I was like, "Yeah, let's go." But I'm glad
Yeah.
it hasn't been awkward. At least I hope this hasn't been very awkward. I think it's went pretty well so far.
Oh yeah, no, it's been chill. It's been chill for
Yeah.
me personally.
Yeah, I would hate if my first interview ended up with someone who was just given like one-word answers, or we were just like not interacting
Yes,
well at all. That
no,
would have been a
no,
horrible
yes,
start.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe.
Maybe, no, yes.
Okay.
Uh,
Right. Let's see what else we have. Okay, we did that question. Um. Okay. This is a good one. We talked recently about your thoughts on the rate standards and why your levels aren't getting rated, or well, I mean they are, but a lot of them
mhm.
don't. So a question I want to ask is, if you could give any of your unrated levels a rate, which one would you choose?
Ooh, that's good. That's a good. Let me open the game really quick. Let me see my unrated levels that are out right now. Anyone that isn't rated, if I could give it a rate. Hmm.
Oh, hi GD
I
Brain
would
Rock,
prob.
welcome to the stream.
Whoa, GD Brain Rock.
The
Thank you.
short
Thank you,
channel.
GD Brain Rock.
Made a video on the pointer crate thing with me, which I find funny.
I would have to say probably Moonflower. I think Moonflower is my favorite classic level I made that like no one really cares about. No one really gives a shit about. But it's
Look
like
up.
pretty old. Like no one really remembers it anymore. But I would
Let's,
really
let's look
like it
up.
to get a rate.
Oh, I'll show Moonflower on stream. Oh, that's Fortnite. Hold on. I'll show it on stream. I think we should bring it up. Um, you guys saw
Yeah,
my
it's like
legal
it was
name
like
get leaked, but I don't care.
it's 3 years old.
On
Oh
my
god.
Gmails. Right.
Nope, that's the wrong level. That's the wrong level.
Is that the wrong one? Oh shoot!
Yeah,
Oops! I had it. It was the
it's the one
first
by
one that
me.
it
It's
was
the
the
one by
first
me.
one that came up. So I thought, oh well, it has to be. What level's called
Yeah,
Moonflower? That isn't Yuko's. Um, this
it's because
is.
it's the song
There
for
we
that one.
go.
It's called Moonflower.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see this has got a lot of atmosphere. I think
Yeah.
this should get rated. I don't get
Yeah.
how people can play these kind of asymmetrical duels. I don't know how do you do that?
Yeah, the whole gimmick of this level is like all the gameplay is like invisible, and I think one person has beaten this. I think, and I felt really bad for the verifier because I did a thing where I put like an invisible spike at the end that only appears from 0, and I forgot to tell him.
2 FPS. Apparently this is going to 2 FPS, but I think it's just 'cause I'm clipping through it.
No,
Through
it
the
looks
bar.
fine
I was probably
on
just
my
like
end for the
clicking
stream.
through it. Yeah, this gives me. This is reminding me of a level, but I am completely forgetting what level that is. What level is this reminding me of? There's something, but I can't remember. Oh, it's
I don't
gone.
know.
But yeah,
GoBird?
cool
Question
level.
mark?
It might be. I don't know. Wherever it is, I forgot the name, so it doesn't matter. Anyways, right. We'll move on now. Okay. I think I meant to ask you this before, but I don't think I did. Do you prefer creating in platformer or classic mode?
It depends on how I'm feeling, but I think right now it's probably platformer mode. I think it just feels a lot more like expressive and also kind of easier. It's kind of easier. I
Yeah.
can't lie. I don't know. It feels like this. I can like express my general ideas with the atmosphere and stuff in platformer a lot easier than I can in classic.
Yeah, 'cause you are kind of bound in classic, right? It's not
You're
really.
yeah, you're definitely bound, and there's also just like everyone. is way more fucking critical of everything you make because like, oh bro, you didn't make change of scene, man, this almost dog shit. You know?
Oh my. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. What question can I ask now? Let's see. We have 3 of mine left, and we have 4.
Alright.
Okay. There's 4 viewers and 3 mine, but there's something that came up very recently, like
Mhm.
literally right before we were gonna do this, and I didn't add it to the list, but I want to talk about it. I got in my
Alright.
recommended a level of yours got verified recently called 1. So I wanted to ask about your thought process for making that level.
Well, fun fact, I didn't know that got verified until 2 hours ago.
That's when I found out. So yeah.
It's because I have a second account for like plat uh for like GD stuff, and I just like don't check it. So I opened it up earlier, and I saw like the guy messaging me like, "Yo, I verified your level." I was like, "What? Like, what do you mean? I didn't give you the stuff."
Imagine you didn't do that. I said that in this interview and you didn't know.
Like, I would generally be like, "Wait, what do you mean?" Yeah, like for building a level, I don't know. Like, there's some levels I build just because like I like the song and like nothing else really, and I think that's like one of them. Like I'm playing it right now. Hold on. But like, I don't know. I just like I'm not like the most proud of it, but it's also how do I answer
I
this?
think it's one of those
But
levels where it gives off the Yuko vibes a lot. I don't know how to explain, but
yeah, I don't know. Like it's just hard to explain that to like a level that I'm not really like the most passionate about. I just kind of like made it one like I like made it one day. And I was like, oh, this is pretty cool, and then I just like I stopped thinking about it pretty much.
yeah.
That,
Well,
that's how like some stuff I make goes. I just like stopped thinking about it really.
yeah, I wanted to get out that question because I think it was kind of funny that something like that happened right before we were gonna do this.
Yeah, I
Um,
like legit forgot, didn't even know it got verified.
oh god, I have a cough today. Like my cough's been getting worse every day. I'm amazed I haven't done it too much during this
Oh,
live stream. Okay, anyways. Oh wait, no, never mind. Never mind. We actually only have 3 viewer questions. We've already done that one. Okay. Let's see. What would be the most interesting one? We'll do a viewer one. Well, actually, hold on. I'll do the thing that Secret Way did. We'll do one from the viewers. I obviously ordered them like 1 through 10 for the viewers. So we've got number 3, 4, and 8 left. So you can pick from
all
one of those.
right. 8. Number 8.
Okay. Um, where did you get the name Madison Yuko from?
This is
Is
a multifaceted, and embarrassing question, so I'm gonna have to have Ask Chat to stick with me here. Listen, okay,
okay.
listen. I was like, it's like 5 years ago when I was like a wee 16-year-old, and I was like, man, I need a new name. I need a new name. Let's go to like a Japanese name generator.
You
And
know,
I was
is
like,
it bad to
Yuko,
say
that
I
sounds
kind
awesome.
is it bad to say I kind of expected this like new name?
Yeah, yeah. I was like, Yuko, that sounds awesome. Let's use that one.
Uh,
And then Madison is just like my first name.
yeah,
So I put it in front of my name pretty much.
I think that's funny. I think that's a great way to come up with a name.
Yeah, I don't know if I ever said that publicly because it's just so fucking stupid.
Yeah,
And, like, there's like no other way you would get that name.
I'm sure there's other creators in GD who have done something similar. Maybe not
Oh,
Japanese name
trust me.
creator, but something. I've
I'm pretty sure there are. I'm very confident there are.
yeah.
But yeah.
I can say actually, I guess since we're on an interview, I can say how I got my name because I've gotten like a bajillion people asking why did I choose beans because I've stated on live streams I don't even like beans, so
Hmm.
it's kind of hypocritical that I'm a bean. But I think what happened with me was I found okay, so I had in like years ago, I had a friend who uploaded, what was it? It was like a couple clips of movies, and he randomly got like 2 videos that randomly got like 100,000 views, and he was like 10 subscribers. He was like nothing, right? So it's like, oh my goodness, you're famous. I've met a famous person. Oh my goodness, because this was ages ago, and I got addicted to YouTube from that. So I like kept. They uploaded like a 4-second clip. They were just uploading random clips of memes and stuff. And I think this was
Yeah.
at the time where what's the guy who slams he slams his hand on the board and says cheese or something. I don't know. But
I have no
anyways,
clue.
yeah, this is something from a while back. And for some reason I found that funny, and so I was like, hey, could you upload more random 2-second clips of random food objects for no reason? And I think they got pissed at me after the 6th one, so they stopped. Fair enough. Why am I asking that? So I was like, okay, if you're not gonna do it, I'm gonna do it myself. So here we go. I made a channel that was like literally 500 uploads of just random images of beans for no reason.
What?
And yeah, I don't explain. This is the weirdest thing ever, right? And then I made that my entire personality, and then I've had like a bajillion extra like accounts over the years because I wanted to upload GD on one, I want to upload level reviews on one, and then the newest one I've just converted my playing like extremes channel into this news channel. And
Yeah.
it's just kind of stuck with it. I'm like, hey, wait, I know this was like the most diabolically stupid origin, but you know, I mean, it's something. It's like a very clear
It's
identity, so I'll
personality.
just roll with it. Yeah.
It's
So
personality. It's
there we go.
personality.
GD Bean. There we go. Um, I'm happy that like at the later stages of school, my name with my main channel was leaked for Jumshadash, because if that old one with a bunch of bean clips got leaked, I don't think I would
Yeah,
ever.
it'd be pretty
I
weird.
don't think I would ever socially recover. But anyways.
Yo, it's the bean guy. It's the
Yeah.
bean guy.
You know, I still had that. You know, in school for years, for absolutely years. I never got called by my real name, and it was just GD Beans plural. Like that's all the people would call me. What was funny is my like physical education teacher, my games teacher, he would call me GD Beans. He didn't even know my real name. He just heard people say GD Beans at the start, and he rolled with it. So, like literally, that was my name from him. I would say that's really funny, but then, he got caught as a pedo. So it's kind of sad that the one person
It's
that knew my
always the
name is
physical
that.
education
Yeah,
teacher.
it's
It's
always,
always the physical
it's
education teacher.
always. Yeah, you know.
As soon as you said personally, I already knew what was gonna. I already knew what was gonna happen in this story.
Yeah, so a bit of a bummer. But anyways, this is not my interview, so we'll find some more questions here. Anyways, okay, we have 3 from mine, so I'll do the same thing. We have 3, 11, and 12 here, if you want to pick one.
11.
Okay. Is there any upcoming levels you're working on that you haven't publicly shown yet?
Haven't publicly shown.
Yeah.
There's one level, I believe, but it's a level. Well, I've technically shown it publicly, but like not like outside of the platformer server. Hold on. Let me just. Where's my Discord?
Why do you find that? I want to point out, some guy in chat just randomly typed in all caps, Kinos got verified with no context whatsoever.
I think you're like 7 years late, but you know, I appreciate the effort.
He must have
This
just
is a
re-verified it.
platformer level I've been working on for quite the decent amount of time, on and off, but like it's like not really close to being done.
It's a nice color palette at the beginning.
This is like all I have on it, really. But I think that's pretty much most. The only thing I have that I haven't publicly I haven't publicly shown off, really.
No, I always think that platformer levels are way cooler to look in the editor than a normal level.
I would agree, personally. Like this, I guess. I'm not really like working on this. This is pretty old. Yeah, no. I think that's pretty much all I had.
Well, yeah,
That
you have
like I haven't shown
uploaded
publicly.
a ton of levels, so I'm not surprised that there's not many. Um,
Hmm.
I find it crazy. I find it fun. Just I think that's a fun question to ask the creators, just to give people an idea on what they're doing. Anyways, we have 3 more viewer questions. We have 3, 4, and 8.
All
So
right. Number eight. Number
number
eight.
8. Oh wait, no, sorry, never mind.
Oh,
That's the one we just did. It's 3 and
oh,
4.
four.
Okay. Okay, this one I didn't really understand until I read your profile on GD. So, what is your favorite
I'm assuming
fighting game series?
yep, I
Yeah.
already saw this question. I
Yep.
already saw this question. I wonder if this would be asked or not. That's asked because I mainly play fighting games now instead of GD. My favorite fighting game is actually Guilty Gear Strive, and I play Asuka in that game. For anyone in chat who is curious,
There you go.
there you
I
go.
have never played like any fighting game, so this is like the one question I cannot put my comment on at all.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I
Um,
understand.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's not that I would dislike a fighting game, but I have this weird thing where I love competitive games, but I suck at every competitive game, so I won't love it. Um, I don't know how to put that into words, but I mean, I don't know. It's just I've just never been able to play them. But anyways, we can move on to what is that? Anyways, what do we have? Okay, we might as well get the last viewer question out the way because it's the
Mhm.
last one. What was the hardest level for you to create?
To create. Mm, I think there's only one real answer, and it's probably vehemence. I think vehemence was easily the hardest one because it took me so. Like anyone who knows me from that time knows I spent like every single day like breaking down making that level because I was like, bro, this is so hard. There's so much to do.
You
I'm
know,
like, oh yeah.
randomized boss fight, right? In Vehemence, like that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
I
crazy.
didn't make that part. I just asked someone else to do that for
Yeah.
me. I asked someone. I was like, "Bro, I don't know how to do this. Can you help me with this?" Like they're like, "Sure, you know, what, sure, I'll help you." I was like, you're the best. You're the best. Thank you."
Okay,
'Cause-
I'm not gonna judge. I think that I've seen a lot of your descriptions for levels going into this because I wanted to get to know a bunch of your levels before doing this interview. I mean, some I've
Mhm.
already beaten, like Anahita, but I didn't even know you created Anahita until this interview, and I was like, wow, I love that level. So that's cool to see. However, I've noticed in your description a lot of them kind of start with, I created this level. This got too much. I need help. I get more people.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's mostly because I view levels as like an artistic creative outlet, pretty much. So if I'm like feeling like bad, I will make something about what makes me feel bad. So then you know I'll make a level like, man, I'm so fucking stressed. I was so stressed making this. I'm gonna lose my mind. And then I get it out. I'm like, okay, I feel a lot better now. And that's
Yeah.
pretty much the story behind like why some of my descriptions make me sound like I'm like vomiting making levels.
Yeah.
Well, there was a level actually where it's like, um, I think it was like garden where like I built it in like 8 hours, and I was like so like sick staring at my screen for so long that I almost threw up.
Um,
Like I felt like I was gonna vomit if I kept looking at my screen.
yeah, that's commitment.
Yeah.
But
Anyway.
yeah. To answer someone's question, in chat, they asked if I should upload the stream as a video where it won't be recommended to people. The video, I'm not gonna upload these as a video. I'm just keeping these in the live channel for you to watch because you can watch them if you want again, in or listen to them in the live streams. And my channel is called GDB News, so I feel like it's weird if I upload interviews um there because it's not really news. It's so
Hmm.
I'm gonna keep this separate, but you know these will be hopefully after this one. I continue this if more people are interested, and there will be more. I don't
Yeah.
know how, because another reason I like doing these interviews is because I think it's cool to have something that people can just like throw on in the back while they like play an extreme or something. Because I used to have not podcast, like GD interviews from the Secret Way. I had them on all the time when I was playing extremes, and I think it would be cool if I can give that to someone else now that he doesn't do the interviews, obviously.
Yeah.
But anyways, we have no more viewer questions besides when we bring someone in. So there we go.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations. We have 2 more of my
Yay!
questions, and then
All right.
that is it. We've survived. So
We did it. We did it.
we have 3 or 12. What do you want to pick?
12.
Okay.
12.
Okay, wait, yeah, hold on. Okay, I'm just realizing I'm pretty sure I had my question as one of the viewer questions. I'm pretty sure that is the same one, so we're not gonna do 12.
Okay, so 3 then.
Three.
3 then.
Yeah, you said 3. It's fine. That's what you said.
Yeah.
Okay. What level that you have made or hosted are you most proud of?
I'm gonna split this one into 2, one for classic and one for platformer. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
For classic that I'm most proud of, I'm probably gonna most proud of probably vehemence again, like proud, yeah. And for platformer, it's probably Void World. I would say. I would say those 2 are probably my clear answers.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of vehemence stuff from you. I'm assuming that's just a really impactful level for you.
Yeah, it's very impact. Like if you said like my best level, I wouldn't say vehemence personally. If I'm like what's my best level, like Void World or like Nightfall or something like that, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I
Over
think for
vehemence, yeah.
most people from what I've seen, they say either I think it's like Midnight or Shikatsu. Those like the 2 that
I
people
don't
bring
know
up.
why they say midnight. I think they're tweaking personally. I think they're tweaking. But like Shiketsu is still pretty good. It's been like how long? Hold on. That's 2 things. How long has it been?
A while
3
now.
years. Oh my god, I'm so
Yeah,
old.
it's a while. You know, Midnight as well. It kind of feels like an abstract art for GD. I don't know how to explain it, but
Midnight is kind of
it's very
yeah.
unique.
I
But
kind
okay.
of made Midnight with the idea of like I'll just like I have a lot of stuff I just like never finished. I'll just like throw it together in a weird hodgepodge and see if it works. And I mean, apparently it worked. So yeah,
Okay, well there you go, people. Those 2 levels have been mentioned, so I won't
there
get
you go.
angry comments saying you forgot this level. But okay. Okay, wait. Honestly, you should put it in a separate channel or separate playlist. I'm going to be having these on a playlist. While they're gonna be just live and they're not gonna be actual videos, I will have a playlist for these in case you wanna have them all in one place or binge listen. But anyways, that is all of the main questions. Clap, clap, clap. Congratulations.
Yay,
We've
yay,
done
let's
it.
go, let's go.
So I am going to, yep, thank you, thank you. So I am going to accept, I'll say, do you think like 1, 2, or 3 people? Do you think?
2.
2?
2.
Okay, I'll accept 2
Yeah.
people from the chat. If you join the Discord, which should be in the description, the link to it. If you go into the general VC in the chat, I will pick 2 of you, one at a time, and you can ask 1 question as long as it is a normal actual question. So I'll give you a couple minutes to do that. I'll read through the normal chat while we wait. I just want to say I am so shocked that this got to like 60 viewers and it like averaged at 50. I was entirely expecting this to be at 9.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, I was expecting it to not be very many, but it's like average like 50.
Yeah, like I did not expect that in the size, especially since it's not like I've done this before. It's not like the Dasher podcast where its whole thing is to be a podcast. Oh, someone asked.
It's a
Okay,
life
wait. This
dad
person
thinking
asked this in the post, and they've asked it here. So if
What?
they get in, those an interesting question to ask. But I mean, that's technically I can't ask. I can't technically bring it up here because, they're not. You know, it's a question, and that's for the people in general, VC. I mean, if no one joins the general VC, then I will just bring it up and we can talk about
Yeah.
it.
Druki said he wants to be one of the people, by the way, who wants to ask.
Okay. Well, again, if you do, just join that general chat. I'll drag in. I'll do an eeny, meeny, miny, mo if there's more, but I'll just drag in
Alright, yep, he's in general.
the people. Okay, I see. Okay, it seems like people will be taking their time, so I will probably just drag in now. Okay, but let me check if I can do it on phone, so I don't have to. No, I think I'm gonna have to do it on stream. Okay. Wait, people are joining. I'll just say join hashtag general. Join the general VC if you want the chance to ask a question. Damn, how many people joined the because of this live stream, the Discord server? I'm counting like so many.
Quite a few.
Yeah. We were okay. We were at 150 members before this, and it's at 160 now. So.
Ooh.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Since people
Okay.
are taking their sweet time, I will be bringing in Druki, but I'm gonna have
Bring
to
in Druki.
X out here to do so. Here we go. Welcome.
What's up, Druki?
Hello.
What's up? What's up?
Hello.
Hello. Hi. All right. My question is,
Yes.
what is your favorite brand of chips?
My favorite brand of chips?
Yes.
I don't eat chips that much.
I'm judging you, by the way. I am judging
You're
you. by the
judging?
way.
Oh, you're judging me.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
I am
okay.
judging you,
Okay.
by the way.
Life or
Okay, so it's high
die.
stakes. It's high stakes. It's high
I'm
stakes.
judging you.
It's high stakes. High stakes. Let me see if I get this right. I'm like, wait. What brand is this again? Okay, listen. I'm gonna be hated for this. I'm probably gonna be hated for this. But low key, Lay's barbecue chips are kind of fire.
You know what? Fair
Lay's.
enough. No, fair enough. It's not. They're not
Lay's.
bad. Come on.
Lay's
You're so
barbecue
salty.
chips.
You're
Yes,
so
yes,
salty.
yes,
Lay's barbecue.
yes.
I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed.
What? It's awesome. Dude,
I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed.
Dude, it's
No,
so much.
you
It's
know
so
what,
good.
Yuko?
It's so
I'll
much fun.
defend you. Well, I mean, okay. Personally, I'll use the American term here with chips. I'm not really a big fan of them. I barely eat them, but I think barbecue as a
Crisps.
flavor. Yeah, crisps.
we see the chat like, are we serious?
Crisps. But I think the barbecue crisps or chips are like all right. I think they're decent. I think barbecue's a good flavor. I won't be judging you there, but clearly other
I
people
don't
have
like eat chips a lot.
other
Is the thing?
questions.
I don't even eat. I don't even like really eat chips a lot. I just chose like the last thing I remember eating. That was good.
Okay.
Dude,
Wait,
it's just
okay.
Lay's barbecue. It's not a big deal.
Lay's
It's Lay's barbecue,
Dude.
bro.
Lay's barbecue. Okay.
Okay, describe to us why that's a bad choice.
Exactly. Please.
Okay. First of all, okay. What even is the barbecue flavor? Think about it. What even is it? Tell me.
What
What is
is
the
he
it's
doing,
good.
like, semantics on the barbecue chips?
What is the barbecue flavor? Okay, it's literally nothing. Okay, it's corporation slop. It's not true. It's fake. It's a lie. Okay.
It's
And second
corporation
of all,
slop, but
Lay's
it's my
Lay's-
corporation slop. It's my corporation slop.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever you say. Whatever you say. And
Bro.
second of all, Lay's are so salty. I think they're like uneatable.
Unedible,
So
bro.
I'm judging you real hard right now.
Damn, you fumbled the
You're
interview,
judging me,
bro.
you're
You're
judging
gonna
me?
get.
I mean, I guess it's fine since you made angelicide, like you decode the level, so I guess it's fine.
The
Exactly.
news
Yeah.
channels that are larping or lurking in the chat are going to make videos on this.
Dude,
Yuko
there
has the
are
worst
so many
opinion in
Lay's
Geometry
barbecue
Dash.
larpers in chat. There's so many Lay's barbecue larpers in chat.
Barbecue larpers? What?
Barbecue larpers! Oh my god.
Why is everyone
genuinely.
using the term LARP now? Like, it's randomly just came up everywhere, and I don't know why.
Hashtag GD LARP games.
The entire video is
that was
ruined
my
because
question.
of
That was my
Yuko's
question.
opinion on
Alright,
chips.
yeah, I think someone else is
Okay, yeah.
is wanting to.
Right. We
Bye.
shall.
See you, Dickie.
Bye-bye. Okay, we'll bring in our other person.
It's good chips.
Yeah, I don't know why that's so
It's good
controversial.
chips. Alright, hello. What's up?
Okay, maybe mute. We might have to wait a bit, but we'll take our sweet time. It's not like there's anyone else in the VC.
Sorry.
Hey,
Mhm,
hello.
Hello.
I just had a stream open.
Yeah. What's
Okay.
up?
Anyways, well, it's a pleasure to meet you for one. Yuko, you're probably my biggest inspiration in this game, and so
Hello. Thank you.
it's awesome to meet you. I guess I kind of have like a two-parter question. First off, what's your favorite GD memory? And then if you had any advice for a newer creator, what would it be?
My favorite GD memory? I think it would probably be Shuketsu getting raided. Because I remember I was like at home on like a very sunny, beautiful day, and like I was like jumping up and down in my house. I was like,
It's such a good level.
it is. I remember because like everyone on Twitter was like, "Bro, it's never getting raided. Just give up, bro." I never gave up, and like on my Twitter private, like I have a photo of like the feature tab and like my Fubo, and I took a photo of it, and like it's been my pin for like 5 years.
That's
That's
awesome.
probably my favorite. And for advice, I would say, honestly, my biggest advice for anyone is like, is low key, don't really care what like anyone says about what you make personally, because I like just stopped caring about what anyone else thinks of what I make or how they like their advice, because I just build for me. Like I build for
Yeah.
me, no matter what the quality might be or how much people might like it. I just build for me, and that's how I found out I like really enjoy the game pretty much. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, thank you. What do you
course.
think about salt and vinegar chips?
So I'm like, oh my god, dude,
Oh my.
we can, dude, it's disgusting. Like, what are we doing?
What?
Okay, we're putting
so good.
Yuko. We're putting duct tape on you. You're gonna get the whole chat
Bro,
riled up now.
salt and vinegar. Salt and it's like we're making a fucking like Breaking Bad solution, bro. Like, what are we
No, I'm gonna put out
Salt and
my
vinegar
take
chip.
here. I hate salt and vinegar. Like, it's actually the worst.
Like,
Wow.
bro, what are
I
you
think
doing?
most people like them.
It's too
Most
strong. It's too pungent. Like, I don't know how to explain.
herd mentality.
But, yeah.
Herd mentality. It's herd mentality.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, thank you.
Of
I
course.
appreciate the question. And Drugi, if you're hearing this, good luck on angelicide. I love you.
Good luck, Turkey. We love
You
you.
got this.
All right. Bye-bye. Thank
Bye.
you.
See you. I
Well,
think that was it.
yep, that's it. That is us. So hopefully this went fine. Hopefully you enjoyed your time and it wasn't a nuisance being here.
No, it was pretty good, I think. It was pretty good.
And
I
yeah,
appreciate it.
I hope that we can do more of these of other people in the future. I cannot tell you when that's gonna happen because I need to find people or have people reach out to me, but I am definitely happy with how this went, and I'm definitely down to do more. And also, thank you for coming on, Yuko. I enjoyed this as well. So, I shall be ending stream now. Thanks, everyone, and yeah.